In this case, in the criminal defense context, what could criminal defense counsel, either someone who understands immigration law or somebody who hired an immigration consultant who's knowledgeable in immigration law, what could he or she have done at the plea colloquy level in order to reduce immigration exposure?
Okay, well, in this case, because there are three categories under this criminal statute, and the third of which we know from looking at it just now would not constitute a crime of violence. What you have to do is think ahead. If you're the criminal defense counsel, you need to know enough about immigration law to know one of these three may not actually amount to an aggravated felony crime of violence, which is what the proposed aggravated felony charge would be later on in removal proceedings. So you have to be able to look ahead and say, okay, look to me like if the person is either pleads to the third prong in the Arizona statute or doesn't indicate which of the three is the basis for their guilty plea, then they may be home free in terms of later removal proceedings. Now, that's why I said earlier, it's important to be as vague as possible.
Yes.
It's like, what's the line here, Felipe, between how much do you have to cooperate with the criminal prosecution? And if the judge asks you, well, what's the factual basis for this plea? How much can you avoid stating exactly what the person did?
I like the word plea bargaining, and it's called bargaining for a reason. You really can try and get creative and negotiate with the prosecutor. So either be as vague as possible, or the judge is not going to go for it, but you have a DA who, look, you're going to get your conviction. You're going to get whatever punishment is going to be assessed here. That's not going to change. How about we plead to subsection 3, which is the non-deportable one? Would you allow us to plead, even though we know what we did? He's going to get the punishment. Would you allow us, for immigration purposes, to plead to subsection 3? Fine.